The Israeli government apologizing to the families of the aid workers killed.
What will offend people the least about our genocide to say about our assassination of aid workers?
To be frank, if you let me answer, Christian, there's no point attacking me already. I've just arrived.
Israel assassinated 7 aid workers, but not like hit a building and they happen to be in it. Like targeted assassination of World Central Kitchen workers. And these people were of British citizenship, U.S. citizenship, Canadian citizenship. Some people are reporting that the 3 Brits that were killed were intelligence, British intelligence, which raises even more questions. I don't know the sources for that or how they figured that out, but that is what's being reported. Whether they're intelligence or not, Israel assassinated aid workers, and it was not even one strike. It was 3 separate strikes where they killed 7 people. Each car, the cars are carefully labeled. On top of that, World Central Kitchen tells the IDF where they're going to be and where they're driving so that they won't be murdered. And then the IDF used that information to murder them. And Israel's getting what they wanted, which is World Central Kitchen says they're going to cease operations. Other aid organizations say they may be ceasing operations because they don't want to be murdered and assassinated for trying to give people food. But this is how insane and sociopathic and bloodthirsty Israel is. It is absolutely unhinged. And yes, if it matters to you, that's coming from a Jew, but that shouldn't actually matter that I'm Jewish or not Jewish. The genocide is genocide, and Israel does not equal Judaism, and Judaism does not equal Israel. And everybody needs to get that through their dumb little heads. Those who don't get it. I don't mean all of you are dumb. I mean, those who don't get it. Anyway, here is the spokesperson, the Israeli spokesperson, trying to answer to this. And I'll just play 1 minute of this.
Joining me now from Tel Aviv is Israeli government spokesperson David Mensa. First of all, is the Israeli government apologizing to the families of the aid workers killed, including the 3 families in Britain?
Well, firstly, thank you, Krishnan, for having me on. From the Prime Minister to the Defense Minister to the spokesman for the Israel Defense Forces, all of us have expressed grief about this occurrence.
Yes, but are you apologizing?
To be frank, if you let me answer, Krishnan, there's no point attacking me already. I've just arrived.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just asking you a simple question. I want an answer to it.
No, you are.
Are you apologizing?
Allow me to answer. Allow me to answer. We have expressed grief about this operation, but we need to find out exactly what has happened. The Prime Minister.
Oh, what a maniac. They can't even say they apologize. You can't even say you apologize for murdering aid workers. And he's like, I'm being attacked. No, the guy just asked you a question. A question is not an attack.
As he came out of hospital today, the defense minister.
I love how he mentions that Netanyahu came out. Netanyahu just had hernia surgery, which at least he's in pain. That's good to hear. I love how they want your sympathy for, Netanyahu just came out of hospital. Well, let's give him some room to heal as he came out of hospital. Oh, you've obliterated all the hospitals in Gaza, but I'm glad you got to go to a hospital. That's good, Netanyahu. That's excellent. I'm glad you're getting nice, good treatment at a hospital as people and millions of people across Gaza have no access to hospitals. You piece of human garbage. Anyway, let's continue. I'm unbiased on this, by the way, completely unbiased on this clip.
And Minister Gallant have all expressed grief. Indeed, there is a sense of grief across the whole country because WKD are one of the good guys.
But you said this was unintentional. So this was a mistake, wasn't it? So you can apologize already. You don't need to know the precise details to issue an apology. There are grieving families tonight.
There are grieving families, and we grieve with them because clearly something catastrophic has happened. Clearly something catastrophic has happened. It's not something that we wanted, and we're going to get to the bottom of this and find out exactly.
All right, we've heard enough because he just keeps repeating that same garbage. Cannot say he apologizes. Cannot say Israel apologizes. Which, by the way, is like they've claimed it was an accident. It was not an accident, but they've claimed it was an accident. And yet they can't apologize for an accident. They can't apologize for targeting 3 separate vehicles and murdering 7 people connected to a clearly marked aid organization. And he goes, we grieve. Clearly that's the terminology they've been told to use in their goddamn marketing campaign where they all get together in a boardroom and go, what will offend people the least about our genocide to say about our assassination of aid workers? Oh, I know. I'll just keep saying we're grieving. We're grieving. Yeah, are you grieving? You seem like you're doing okay. You seem like you haven't missed a meal. I don't know if you're grieving. That's clearly what they've decided from a PR standpoint works. When somehow, if they're not going to apologize, if they're not going to say it's their fault, if they're not going to say that they're going to stop targeting aid workers, We'll just keep saying we're grieving. We'll just keep saying we're real torn up about this. Oh,